All right, welcome back. So today we are on the Big Rock 6S. So little update on sending in the servo for warranty. So Savox reached out, we talked back and forth. The servo I sent in was a direct short. They couldn't even plug it in and test it because it was internally a direct short. Now, that's exactly the experience we had. When I plug in other servos, I have issues, but not the issue that I had with this. So, did the servo cause the internal BEC to malfunction and have issues? I don't know. But they sent out, here's the warranty if you guys want to see it. There was no charge. They actually shipped it back in the same box I sent to them. So, Savox warranty department, they put some labels on it. And here we go. Brand new, 8.4, like I said. Servo, these things are $154, and for me, that's why I sent it in for warranty. Now, I've never had a Savox servo that was anywhere close to $100 go bad. Like I said, I had those $30 plastic ones go bad, never had a full metal case one go bad. So with that, we're going to go ahead and open this thing up. And I'm going to get this installed, and then we're going to test it and see if the steering issue is gone. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Now, this can run at 8.4 volts. We run it at the 7.4 volts that's programmed in there. So it looks like they just pulled one off the shelf and sent it to me. Now, I keep these cases like I've shown in the past. I don't keep the cardboard, but I always keep the cases because I put screws and stuff in them. This is the black edition, the SB2280SG. So this thing worked amazing, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing installed into the Big Rock, because I know this stock steering servo is having issues, and then this Big Rock is probably going to go on the chopping block. It's going to be for sale once everything is fixed. As you know, I've done a lot of testing with this one, found a lot of issues with Arrma's firmware that was in this when we first got it. And I love the factory ESCs. I'm going to go ahead and get this servo swapped out. So you guys have already seen me do it a couple of times. This is the factory servo. We're going to get it out of there. We're going to get another one put in, and then we're going to test it. We'll be right back. All right, so just centering up this steering servo. I don't have my GoPro mount. There we go. Nice and fast again. So we're going to test it a little bit while everything's still open. Oh, steering is reversed, which I think we had to flip it last time. There we go. Back to normal. There we go. steering is working perfect. So we're going to get it closed up and we'll run it a little more, but the other factory steering servo failed right away and would crank to the right. This one is performing flawlessly. So I don't think it's a BEC issue or a receiver issue. I honestly believe both steering servos were bad. The factory one and the Savox one. I'm glad the Savox one is back in here. It's a $154 servo plus tax. So that's why I really sent it in to get it fixed. So we're gonna get the receiver cover put back on, get the battery wires put where they are, and we'll run it a little bit more. We'll be right back. And I am so happy to have this thing back up and ripping with good steering. Now this one is going to end up going for sale. So, you know, these things are 700 bucks. So what I'm going to end up doing, first person with 550, email me down below. This one's got the new body, new steering servo on it. Everything is fixed now, and I'm so happy. This one I did a lot of shock tuning to, so the shocks are now flawless. So we changed out the valving inside the shocks and they've been working great. So I'm going to go ahead, get this thing buttoned up, and then we'll rip it a little more just to make sure everything's good. Be right back. Now that we got it all closed up, we're going to get it plugged back in, and then we're going to set steering endpoints just to make sure we're not overheating. Or overworking the steering servo. So the easiest way to do that is we're going to go to travel, wait for it to back off a little bit. Make sure we're going all the way. And that's it. So basically, you can see the travel is 63 and 71%. So we had to take some travel out of it. Now we're going to rip it around a little bit and make sure that nothing fails. Because if it fails, then we have some other issue going on. Shock tuning is so good on this thing now. as you see, works perfect. And all it was through all that was bad steering servos. And shout out to Savox for warranting the servo, because without warranties and without phone numbers that we can call, like the factory one, I should be able to call, send that back to Horizon, no problem, and get that thing warranted. The problem is, I got to email them, I got to ask for a call, do all that stuff. It's just a pain. And they've lost an ESC of mine that I sent in, an 8S one. So then you got to wait for a call back if you want to speak to somebody, or you can chat with them online, but I'd rather speak to people in person. It's just the way I am. I'm old school. It's their product. They should have a phone that I can call, and that's just the way I feel about it. So, but I'm glad the Big Rock is up and running. So like I said before, this one's going to go away, $550. So I'll put the email in the description and on the screen. It's easier to tap and copy and paste the email in the description. It will come with SLT3 remote, the factory remote for it. I run it on DX5C rugged so that I can dial everything in, AVC, all that stuff. I love running it on this remote. Most of my Spectrum stuff, I just bind it up to this remote and leave the factory remotes alone. But there you go. All the other RCs, people are asking, sending emails. The only other one that's still for sale is the DBXLE, the version 1 with the Max 5 combo in there. Shipping on these things is really expensive, as I found out shipping stuff to Hawaii. So I'm going to lower the cost of this RC. This one will now be $900. This has a 800 kV hobby wing motor with a Max 5 and a $200 Savox servo in it. So, and then of course the lockups, the Duratrack lockups on it. And I truly love that RC. It's a great RC. It's all dialed in and working great. And next one on the chopping block is going to be the 8S Outcast. You guys saw I've been refreshing a bunch of RCs. This one got a new body, got new tires, and I just did the M2C valving and got all that dialed in, and it got a brand new chassis. But with that, we needed these gaskets. So I ordered the gaskets. I'm going to replace center diff, front and rear diff, service all the diffs, make sure that they're fine, and then this one will go as well. But there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully somebody will get a dialed in Outcast and a dialed in Big Rock and a setup low C. So there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, welcome back. So today we are at the tire shop with the Wagon. I had this thing parked for the last month because it had a power steering issue, lost all the fluid. Got that fixed, and then noticed when I was driving it, ended up with a shake. Turns out, right lower ball joint is bad, and both front tires are eating up. We did the tires in 2022, so now we're going to get them off, and I'll show you what's going on.